we're here.
Oh boy.
Hello, everyone. Just make sure our sound is working. Yes, beautiful. Welcome to Dungeons and Death Saves. We are starting a whole new campaign tonight. So, if everyone could just go around and introduce themselves, but hold off on their characters, because we'll get around to those in tonight's session. But first of all, I am Maxwell Williams. I will be the DM for this campaign. Our little text of this will be campaign Oodvin, and then we have the Arcanum, which is Drew's campaign, which we just kind of reached a climaxing point on that last week. So, Sam, go for it. You are muted.
I not hear you.
How about now?
There it is.
Yay! All right. So I'm Sam Rinaldi. Is that it? Are we saying anything else? I know we're not doing characters, but are we saying anything
What else to say?
Yeah. I'm Sam. Hi.
I'm Connor. I play Yukio in the other thing.
Oh yeah, I play V in the other.
That's good.
Cool.
Great start. Hi, I'm Connor. Are you good? Did I steal your thunder, or are you up?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm fine.
cool. Hi, I'm Dane Brancato. In the other campaign, I play Ren. In this campaign, you're gonna see hopefully some fun stuff from me, and hopefully the others.
Hello. My name is Aaron Borden, and I played Nano in the previous campaign.
And hi, I'm Drew. I'm Drew Borden. I'm his brother. I was the DM in the other campaign, but I'm excited to be the player this time. So.
Oh boy.
Is that everyone?
That's everyone.
I glitched out for a second.
No.
Okay.
Remember when Roger went down first fight? Max has been holding on to a grudge this entire time. Get ready, Drew.
Oh no. Good luck.
Okay, so let's get into tonight's episode of Oodvin.
Ooh.
So for those of you that weren't brought up in this desolate wasteland of a world, allow me to enlighten you a little bit on what our setting looks like. A lone orb, a lone world, orbited by 3 moons representing 3 goddesses. No sun to be seen, but somehow the light of the moons are enough to maintain some aspect of life. Not much is known about the past. Over a millennium ago, the world fell into chaos as a virus of sorts, come to be known as the Devouring, took over most of the cities of the surface world, as well as killing off large percentages of the population. Those remaining were forced into these bastion cities that became great metropolises. The city that this group finds themselves in is known as Aofik, a sprawling, beautiful city in the middle of a silent lake with not a ripple to be seen. If you'll pardon my camera work description for a second, we watch as we kind of fly over a group of mainly orcs and half-orc who have made up residence on this lake, moving across it without making a sound. And we come to the front gates of Aofik. Dark stone creates the outer wall, riddled with purple gems that all seem to glow, giving off different amounts of bright and dim light, causing shadowy reflections all over. We make our way up through the main street, and it is impossible to ignore the towering building in the center of town. The Academy of Ravensight. The only place for young adventurers to really learn how to survive the outside world. Anyone who's anyone eventually finds their way to Ravensight Academy. And our young band of adventurers are no different. Having just finished their entrance exams, most being around their mid-20s, but not all of them, are just starting on their first day at Ravensight. They walk through the grand archways, through the shadow that the tower creates, are handed their robes, are handed small informational packets about what to expect, what courses that they should look at, and they are led into a great hall filled with light blue firelight and dozens of other students. There's a quiet murmur kind of going throughout the hall as no one really knows quite what to do yet. As the camera starts to pan around, we stumble upon a young witch of sorts holding a broom. Winnie, would you like to describe your character?
Sure. How would you like me to describe?
So just give kind of a little physical description of who she is, kind of introduce her, and what she might be doing.
Okay. Winnie is this short, petite human girl. She's got very messy, floofy, like light brown hair, kind of like to her shoulders. It sticks more out than it lays flat. So kind of think almost like first year Hermione, except shorter. See, yeah, she's kind of holding on to her results from the entrance exam and also kind of holding on to her broom. And she's kind of just looking around, kind of hopping a little bit in place, trying to contain her excitement of making it in, but isn't quite sure what to do with that energy yet. She's kind of afraid to approach people at this moment because she doesn't know who to approach first.
As you're kind of hopping around lightly, you hear a bit of clanking behind you as you turn around and you see a little bit of an older man than you were expecting to see on your first day at Ravensight. Aldrich?
Aldrich, yeah.
Aldrich, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Aldrich Vernesk is a 56-year-old man. He has kind of he has a pretty healthy weight to him. He's not like super skinny or anything. You wouldn't actually really realize how old he is if it weren't for the stark white hair and the kind of slightly wrinkled skin. He has just let's go with a blue shirt on, just short sleeved, and his pants are this bronze kind of what looks just like half a suit of armor. Yeah.
I didn't know we were describing clothes, so if I could just put that out there real quick as to what Winnie is wearing. Appropriate to the location. She looks like a small schoolgirl despite being 21. But she's got big brown like cardigan type on. The sleeves are a little big, So sometimes she'll be ruffling them up like this. Underneath it, just like a buttoned white shirt with a big blue like bow, and a matching blue like tennis type skirt. Little Mary Janes and little socks that are also scrunched down to look more like what are they called? Leg warmers. They kind of look more like leg warmers than they do knee-high socks because they're kind of like wrinkled down. But yeah.
Beautiful. As you kind of turn around and make eye contact with this eye, you notice that you're both holding little like lots that were given to you at the beginning, that shine kind of a pale blue and have the number 2 on them.
What are they? You said little pieces of paper, but like what did
it's
you
like
call them?
it's like it looks almost like a half wand.
A wand. Okay.
yeah.
I heard like lock and then I got confused.
Lots.
Lots. Oh.
So like drawing like lots for groups and stuff. And as you kind of
okay.
And as you're looking around, you start noticing that there are other groups of students that have like similar sticks but different colors with different numbers.
You have a 2? Or go fish?
Yeah, I don't suppose it's just the 2 of us.
Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe we can look around. Find some other people.
Might be prudent. Maybe the others have already made a smaller group.
Both of you make a perception check.
Oh, my
Okey-dokey.
Rolling the dice.
Rolling the dice.
Hey, not too bad. Oh my god, I forgot my perception's immaculate. 18.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Perception, stuck on 21.
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
DC was not that high. But you both kind of quickly turn looking over towards the center, and it is impossible to miss this man. Dressed lavishly, his kind of like airy hair kind of flowing upwards. Zephyr, would you like to describe yourself and what you might be doing in the center of this hall?
Zephyr is currently kind of just not on top of a table, but he is like are they like picnic benches table, like lunchroom tables, or is it like, if there are any tables in this room? I guess would be a better question.
There is a let me set the stage for you. You're in this kind of large circular room with a stage on the far side. There's some like formal seating, so think like metal fold-out chairs.
Okay.
But then a little bit farther back, you have like cocktail tables that would be like chest high with no like seats around them.
Zephyr is definitely standing on a cocktail table, kind of looking around. He's a air ganassi, so he has silver hair constantly flowing in the wind, despite there not being any wind, kind of slicked up almost, as if it were being blown back. He has a light blue skin with almost runic marks of a darker teal, and he is wearing a brown vest, blue undershirt, and has a big blue cloth wrapped around his waist that kind of hangs out to the side. And he is looking around this room trying to find anyone with a similar lot.
And as you are looking around, you see two figures approaching you, both with the same lot that you have.
I'm gonna hop off the table and walk over to him, big grin on my face, waving, "Hey, what's up, guys? You guys in lot 2 as well?"
Yep.
It just so happens that we are.
Nice. Name's Zephyr. Zephyr Windstrider.
Oh, I'm Winnie. Winnie Winslow.
He holds out his hand for a fist bump.
And my name's Aldrich Bernask. You can call me Al if you so choose.
Nice to meet you guys. So, any idea what we're waiting on? Maybe more people in our group? Not really sure where this is supposed to be going.
It's like a opening ceremony.
I guess. I never looked into the what happened after the entrance exams, so.
Can I see like how many, if there are any groups that look like they're full, and roughly how many people to expect?
You begin kind of looking around, and most people are still milling about. I wouldn't say you see a group larger than 6 people. But most people seem to be still finding their way around, and there are still people entering the hall.
Okay. Then I'd just say we sit tight.
You think there's anyone else in our group?
I mean, it's possible. Once everyone's here, we can kind of get a vibe on it. But until then, might as well play it cool.
I'm sorry. What do you mean by a vibe?
It's kind of like, like a feeling. It's kind of like when something's not right, or no, that's not a good way to rephrase it.
Yeah, you're gonna
I will
make
get back
vibes
to
sound
you on
bad.
that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Zephyr's gonna climb back up on the table and start looking around.
Lovely, lovely. Februm, you have arrived a little later, kind of coming in with the end of the crowd. You've just received your packet of information, as well as your blue-colored lot. And no sooner do you enter the room, do you see an air ganassi jump up on top of a table and start looking wildly around the room.
So I am Februm Cask. He is an elf. He is an elven man, kind of taller, around 6 foot, with just slicked back hair. He has bluish skin, and just has these 2 huge tentacles shooting out of his back. So he's kind of off-putting when you first see him with the giant tentacles coming out of his back, and he's got like shards of kind of plated skin almost. And he's kind of pushing his way through as politely as he can with two giant tentacles trailing behind him. And he gets up to the air ganassi. He says, "You in group 2?
Yeah, you too? Name's Zephyr. Windstrider.
Seems like it. I'm Februm. Oh, by the way, he has clothing wise,
He has none.
he has a kind of a tattered dress shirt on, tattered white button-up dress shirt with a vest, and over the vest he has a kind of a long open jacket. And the left arm of the jacket is like half charred off.
Winnie's kind of like diagonally behind you and just kind of looking at your tentacles, just kind of like.
Well, you
Yo, are
certainly...
those tentacles?
My family kind of specializes in and he kind of looks back at the tentacles, physical enhancements. You get used to them more you're around them.
That's metal. He
And he
puts out his hand for a high
kind of
five.
lifts his hand and waves, and at the same time his right tentacle also lifts up and kind of moves left and right.
Zephyr holds out his hand for a high five.
Tentacle high five.
Jumps a little bit. She's like, "Oh,
You certainly know how to make a first impression.
Ah. What's your guys' names?
Aldrich Bernask. You can call me Al.
Al it is.
I'm Winnie."
Okay. Winnie, as you had
That's
jumped
it.
back, and kind of introduced yourself, no one else seems to notice this, but you just kind of feel this light presence over your right shoulder, and you just like glance around to see another woman with blue hair standing maybe 8 inches away from you, moving almost silently. And you seem to be the only one in the party
okay.
that notices this.
She probably jumps again, not as like giant of a reaction, but just like, "Oh, hi."
So we're looking at a woman who has slight asterisk because I did tweak this at the last minute. Her hair is orange and pink. It's like swirled.
Okay.
Ooh.
And her eyes are
Pervert.
startlingly exactly the same, like shades of orange and pink on each.
Ooh.
And she has porcelain skin and generally perfect features, almost much so. She has a very elegant looking like summery dress on, and she's wearing short heels currently. But currently she's kind of just staring at this lot that she's received and looks just bewildered. And you kind of get her attention. What?
Are you in lot 2? 2? Like not 22, but like also in 2.
Oh, yes, I know this one. This is a 2. That's the one I'm
Yeah.
in.
Great. We're all also in 2. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of relieving to see another girl.
Oh.
I'm Winnie.
Oh, I'm Lilibit, but my friends call me Lily. So
Oh,
you can call me that too.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Lily. She's gonna like turn to the others and be like, "Hey guys, we got another one."
Hi.
Oh, good. Hi.
Hey there.
Yo.
I'm
Aldrich.
Lily.
Al holds out his hand. My name's Aldrich. Aldrich Bernask. You can call me Al.
Al. Okay.
I'm Februm, and he's gonna hold out a hand, and then the tentacle's gonna follow it.
Oh, interesting.
Zephyr looks down from the table, gives like a wave. Hey, I'm Zephyr Windstrider. Nice to meet ya.
Hi. Your hair is very floofy.
Yeah, I get that a lot actually. And like as he
Yeah.
says that, it kind of just starts floofing up a little bit more.
Incredible. So I have a question. I thought this was 2, but there seems to be more than 2 of us here. So are some of us not supposed to be here?
I think these are divided by groups. So I think we're group 2. So there doesn't have to be 2 of us.
But there's more than 2. So we're not group 2.
I think we're the second group.
Yeah. That seems right.
So we're not group 1, but the 5 of us are group 2?
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
A light chime kind of rings throughout this stone room. As you look around, you see that all the other groups have kind of collected into each other. As what appears to be older students start ushering you all into the seats in front of the stage. Kind of
Here we
all
go.
make your way over there. Sitting down in a group, you finally get a chance to look at the dozens of new faces that are all kind of chatting with each other excitedly. Your eyes begin to kind of dart around the crowd as your brain begins to fill with a few uncertainties. Kind of about the next few years, about the next couple moments, what's going on. But only one thing, if Raven's Eye or Raven's Sight Academy if its reputation is to be believed, you know only one thing for certain, is that most of the people in this room won't make it to graduation. The lucky ones will get kicked out for failing to meet expectations. Other ones will suffer a critical injury on the training field, which will inevitably change their lives forever. But there's a good chance that a lot of them will perish to the devouring. A thick orange aura that sticks to the beasts and individuals that live in the waste, feeding on their minds, forcing them to roam forever unsatisfied, forever wandering. It's the sad but unfortunate truth that comes with attempting to become a Night Eye of Aophic. Suddenly there's a loud pop and a spiral of color on the top of the stage as a elegantly dressed dark elven figure steps out of a portal and into the center of stage. They bring a wand up, tapping it a few times. Welcome, welcome, welcome! It's so lovely to see all your shining faces here at our welcoming ceremony at Ravensight Academy. The loud voice echoes through the tall domed room, reverberating with an undeniably magical presence. A silver kind of beam of light perfectly shines them as the rest of the lights kind of slowly dim. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Professor Alexander Draxis, the magical head here at the Academy. I shall be the first to welcome you and wish you luck in this year's studies. Allow the light to guide your change through the shadows. A slow smirk begins to grow on the professor's face as their arms begin to kind of stretch outwards, their fingers rippling with bits of magic. And thus, your first test begins now. Best wishes, and try not to die. The paperwork can be oh so difficult to put together. And just before you have enough time to contemplate what they say, their hands drop. The lights in the room vanish completely. You are in pitch black. No matter magical presence or anything, you are suddenly popped. The air is exceedingly colder than it was. There's dark stone beneath your feet. You can hear a little bit of dripping water coming from somewhere off in the distance. You are in this enclosed space, and you hear a light growl in the darkness. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Everyone get some water. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Boy.
We're back!
Yay!
And we're back, everyone. And with that, let's roll initiative.
Nice.
Woo!
As we roll initiative,
Oh my god.
Bruh. No.
Y'all suck.
Cracked.
I got a 4.
I'm cracked. That's a
I
21.
got a 5.
I got a 20.
okay, so we've got a 21, a 20. Zephyr was at a 5.
Yeah.
Februm,
It's a 4.
that's a 4.
I got a 15.
Al, 15 for Al. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's roll some initiatives for these fuckers.
Hey,
There's
language.
more than one.
Woo!
Language. We
Language.
may not be kids anymore, but we still gotta. We still might have kids watching.
I hope
Oh.
not.
If
I
you
hope
are a
not.
child watching this show,
Please
please
leave.
turn it off.
Yeah.
No offense.
Oh no, all our viewers.
Do we have to mark it as mature?
Oh, no.
Bad
Oh my god.
Oh,
We'll cut that from the
I have to
VOD,
stop
right?
Watching.
The cameras.
Okay. To lay the scene out in front of you, most of you can't see right now, but the few of you that can see 3 hulking figures, 2 large and 1 bordering on large. 2 of them crawling on all 4s, while 1 stands on its hind legs. Long snouts and sharp teeth kind of reflect in your dark vision. A blue firelight kind of sparks to life across the ceiling, illuminating the room for the rest of you. As you see 2 large bears kind of flanking either side of this possible bear. They look almost too humanoid, clad in armor themselves, holding a large axe to their side. The bear in the middle speaks. So you are to be my challengers. Let's see what you have then. Lily,
Wow.
you're
fucking
first.
bear.
Make a plan.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm first.
I was too busy making sure all of my stuff was right. This is probably gonna be the go-to. So the standing one said that.
Yes.
Okay. It is there. How far are we? 60 feet?
You are, in accordance to the map, they're fairly close to you.
Oh. I didn't look at the map since they were added.
They are about...
Oh, there
let's
it is.
say- Yeah,
About
they're about 15,
Okay.
15 feet away from the
Okay.
front group of you.
So, I would like to use my hunter sense as an action and determine that individual's immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
Okay. This individual is immune to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered.
Awesome.
Perfect. Just what I thought. Hope you all have magic weapons. That's all I'm doing. I don't want to go in yet. I
Okay.
had to assess the situation.
Winnie, you're up next.
Okay. All right. Just gonna look at Lily and go, how about instead of magic weapons, we just use magic magic. And I'm going. Oop! I swiped the wrong way. There we go. Okay. I am going to cast Sacred Flame on the middle guy there.
Okay.
So he needs to make a dex save for me. Pretty please.
Okay, a dex save it is. That's a natural one.
Yeah.
He doesn't even dodge it. He just
Wait,
stands
it's
there.
All right.
Give me damage.
That is 11 points of radiant damage.
Lovely. It kind of like hits the shoulder of his armor and seems to burn away a little bit of the fur, but he seems relatively unfazed. Anything else?
That's it for me for now.
Okay. You see, Lily, as the bear closest to you seems a little quicker on the get-go and begins running directly at you. As it runs, you see its jaw kind of open up to bite at you first. Another natural one. Misses off to the side, but as it kind of passes you with its jaw, it comes back with its left claw. And that'll be a 20 to hit.
Oh.
For 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Kind of like, just barely kind of catches the side of your hair. A couple strands go off.
She kind of just steps aside after the first attack, and then gets hit by the second one. She's like, "Oh, they attack me fat."
Aldrich.
Okay. Do I need to don my armor? Yes or no?
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. You all see as the guy that's this bear guy is talking, the bronze kind of goes over my body, and my forearms kind of double in size with the metal. And I'm gonna run up to the main guy, and I'm gonna say, how about we leave the kids out of this? And I'm gonna punch him twice.
Okay, roll to hit.
First one is gonna be natural 20.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That hits. Natural 20s do hit.
Great start.
Okay, and the second one's gonna be a 17.
17 misses.
Okay.
Okay.
That is going to be.
And remember, so for this campaign, we use different crit rules.
Oh yeah.
So you take the maximum that you could roll. So I think this is a D8.
Yes.
So it becomes 8 plus another D8.
Okay, so
Max plus
14 lightning damage.
Thunder.
Thunder, mayhaps, yes, thunder damage.
Not the lightning launcher.
Yes.
Seems to like impact him hard, but as he kind of raises up his paw and grabs your other fist, he's like, sure thing, youngster.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn on my defensive field and get 5 temporary hit points.
Beautiful, beautiful.
There's just kind of like an orange glow that comes over my entire body. Yeah, and that's it.
Well, lovely. The creature in front of you goes next, and is gonna swing down one time with this huge great axe. See if that hits first. I don't think a 17 hits you though.
It does not.
No, it kind of clangs off the side of your armor. But then he's gonna come up, kind of back around, with his claw for 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's going to be 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Cool.
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 And that is it for its turn. Okay. I lost my... There we go. Next up, Zephyr.
So I already forgot which spell I was going to use. Where are
Me
you?
every round.
Yep. So I'm gonna run up to the I believe you said there were bears in the top left.
Yeah, they're large cave bears.
Yeah, perfect. So I'm going to be. Gotta make sure I'm away from everyone. I'm going to be just barely away from everyone, close enough to him, and Zephyr kind of pulls out this little device in his hand, scrolls through, hits a couple buttons, and kind of starts humming along to something, and then you hear him just shout at the top of his lungs, "Thunderstruck!" and will cast Thunderwave.
Okay. So that's a con save on my end, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
You have an iPod?
It's only a 10 on the con save.
He fails. So he will be pushed back 10 feet
Yes.
and is taking 2d8 of damage. That is 7 damage.
Takes 7 damage. Kind of blast its fur back. It quickly regains its composure and begins snarling at you. Anything else?
I don't think there's anything else I can do, but I'm just gonna look at it, grin, and be like, not a fan of that one. I mean, I take requests.
Damn.
Februm.
Bards.
All
Here
right.
you go.
I am going to. Februm is going to pull out a huge scythe on his back and kind of run his hand along the blade of it, and a little spurt of blood is going to fly off of his hand, and as he does that, his scythe, the blade of his scythe, glows a bright light.
Go ahead and take your damage.
That is 6 damage to myself. And he's gonna his tentacles are gonna curl up and then push him forward, as he kind of shoots over to this bear on the left. That's right. I can make it there, I believe. And I'm going to slash at it twice with my scythe.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That is going to be a 16
That hits.
and an 11.
That misses.
All right. That will be a total of 9 slashing damage and 1 radiant damage.
So 10 damage total. It doesn't
10
seem to
damage total.
resist any of it.
Gotcha.
These bears are armored, but seem to be bears. They're just bears.
Bears.
Okay. Anything else? It's your bonus action and movement, I think.
That bonus action was the Crimson Right, so that's it.
Beautiful. It is now the bear's turn that stands in front of you. Being kind of attacked by both of you, it's gonna move into a space where it can reach both of you as well, and it's gonna do one claw attack against each of you. It kind of reaches out for both of you at the same time. Februm, right?
Februm, yes.
Februm, beautiful.
Feb.
That's a 23.
That does hit.
For 13 points of damage.
Oof.
And then that is a 20 against Zephyr.
Yeah, that hits.
For 16 points of damage.
Ooh.
Big guys.
Okay. Back up to the top. Lily, it's all you.
Yeah, so I've been attacked by this bear, and she kind of turns to face it now. Like, oh, fine. I guess I choose you then. And she reaches into her waistband and pulls out just like a regular little sewing needle. But as she pulls it up, it starts to become longer until it's the size of a sword, basically. But it's just a sewing needle. And she kind of stands like sideways, like poised to stab at this thing. But first, she's going to designate this with her non-spell version. I forget what it's called. The favored. No, not the favored foe. The other one. Slayer's Prey. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, we lost him. Give it a second.
Hello?
Hello?
He's back.
Hello.
Whoa.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
You're back.
Yeah, so it'll deal an extra d6 on my on the first attack that I hit. So I'll attack twice now.
Lovely.
That's a... What is this character's modifier? 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Cool. 10 piercing damage.
Lovely.
And that's a 26 to hit.
A 26 will hit.
Yeah.
Those
And that-
generally do.
Yeah, that's also 10 piercing
That's good.
damage.
Okay. You see, with these two just quick thrusts of your blade, you've already kind of like... The bear drops to one leg real quickly before it picks itself back up. You see a couple spots of blood kind of appear on the kind of marbled fur.
She says, maybe afterward we can just be friends.
That's it.
Was that a yes or a no?
That's it.
Winnie, it's your go.
All right. I'm gonna see this bear attack Lily, and then Lily attack this bear, and I'm gonna come in and help finish the job and be like, "Come in to help, Lily!" And I'm gonna run in and try and smack it with my warhammer.
Okay. Roll a hit.
Okie dokie. Oh yeah, baby, that's a 21.
A 21 will hit.
Yay! I'm gonna use both hands. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like,
As you do.
yeah! Alright. That is... Wow. 3 damage.
You swing this hammer, you get it all like worked up, and you
Mhm.
just kind of barely catch its snoot. You just see like the nose, boom,
Boing.
but it begins angrily looking at you.
Huh.
Also, it's gonna move you up. Anything else?
Yeah. I would also, as a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cast Mass Healing Word, please.
Oh,
So,
beautiful.
Yeah. So, to 1, 2, 3, to four of my party members, because I can count.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal y'all.
Everyone
1d4
needs a little healing.
plus 3.
Yeah.
Do I roll the d4 or do they all roll it?
No, you roll the
I
d4
do.
and they all
Okay.
heal that.
I figured. I just thought I would ask before I did it, and then
It's all good.
come on, baby. Yeah, that's 5 points of heat back.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not 5. That's 4 plus 3, so that's 7.
Mhm.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So everyone gets 7 healing. It's
Yeah, dude.
Sure.
Hey,
Oh.
Sure.
Shaw.
Sure.
Is that it, Winnie? That's
Yep.
everything?
All good.
Great, because the bear in front of you is real pissed off.
Oh, awesome.
And it's gonna do the same thing it did against your little companions, and both claws are gonna kind of come out, and they're gonna just lunge forward at both of you.
Mm.
So that is a 23 against Lily.
Yeah.
And a 21 against Winnie.
Yep.
Dang.
That's gonna be 15 points on Lily. And 15 points on Winnie.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool,
Earhart
cool.
is not so cute this time.
As it kind of lunges out, you see kind of a mixture of your blood and its blood kind of hit the floor behind you. It doesn't look great, but it knows that it's chipping away at both of you. Okay, Al. You're up
All
next.
right.
All right,
You said this
Al.
man was wearing armor.
This man is wearing armor.
Is
Ah.
it metal?
It is made of metal.
I'd like to cast heat metal on his armor.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Okay.
Zag on him.
Okay, does that do damage right away?
Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell.
Okay.
And if a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes the damage from it, the creature must succeed on a con saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
Gotcha.
So there's a small gem in each of my fists, and I'm just gonna like take a small step back and bring up my hand, and the gem kind of glows orange for a second, and then yeah, his armor starts to heat up,
Heat up exponentially.
and that's 8 fire damage.
That's 8 fire damage. Lovely. You see, you are immediately confronted with the smell of burning fur. Just right up in you. But it does not shake this bear's smile as he stares you down. And it's his turn.
Can I
Now he
use a
does have
bonus action?
disadvantage. Oh, you can use a bonus action if you want.
Defensive field.
Cool.
Okay.
Defensive field it is. Yeah. You see him get real annoyed. Kind of like licks his lips for a second and then reaches out with his mouth right at your throat. But it's only a 15.
That misses.
You kind of parry it away, the disadvantage that it had from like the heat causing it to kind of flinch at the last minute. But then it is gonna come back with that great axe and swing back down at you. I think it's still gonna miss. It's only a 16.
Yep, that misses.
the fire kind of keeping it from hitting you. Clever move, little one. Okay. Zephyr, it's your turn.
I'm going to pull out my longsword
Mm-hmm.
and just try to catch him, if possible, like right on the side of where his like jaw comes in and meets.
Cool. Roll to hit.
That's a 9.
A 9 will not hit. That's gonna miss as you kind of like lunge forward with your sword right at the intersection of its mouth, and it just grabs your sword with its jaw, kind of caught in between the teeth.
That's not good. I'm gonna use my bonus action and shoot, kind of like while holding this sword in its mouth, kind of lean around the side of its head to make eye contact with Februm, give him finger guns, and be like, "You got this!" And he now has Bardic Inspiration.
Beautiful. You do have another attack if you want to use it.
I do? Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Wait, I do?
I
Hold on.
think so. Unless
No,
you
I
don't
my
get-
extra attack at level 6.
At level 6.
Yeah.
Sad.
I thought that too. I was like,
Weird bard
yeah.
stuff.
Just bard stuff.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. So next up, we have Februm.
Okay, and Bardic Inspiration is I can add 1. What's the dice?
That'll be a
1d8. I'm sorry.
Zephyr. Yep.
D8. Just 1 to any
Yep.
check. Okay.
To
I think it's an attack
any
roll and ability
check,
check.
attack roll, or saving throw.
Gotcha. All right.
Uh,
I will continue
You can-
attacking.
you can add it before, or this can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Gotcha. All right. I will make 2 more attacks with my scythe then.
Beautiful.
On the
Dig in.
thunder. That is going to be. Maybe we use that now. It's going to be a 15.
Just misses.
Oh.
You kind of like see an opening in the bear's armor as it just shifts slightly out of the way. You clang alongside like steel against steel.
The other one is an 18.
That will hit.
Okay, that'll be. And that'll be 15 damage.
Gotcha. It is looking rough, but it is still standing. You kind of like caught it underneath with that last like scythe strike, and as you pull out, the radiant energy kind of bursts from it. You see a splatter of blood across the floor, but it immediately locks back eyes with you and is gonna go in for a claw and a bite against you, Februm. And those stink.
Nice. Let's go.
That's an 8 and an 11 to hit. I don't think either of those do.
Oh, well, too bad.
Burst light, you know, it glows. It's hard to miss, but
It's so used to the darkness of where it usually lives. The bright light is disorienting it. That's a word.
yes.
Okay, and with that, we're back up to Lily.
Woo! We'll go ahead and do my other thing now. I'll throw favored foe on this bear. So we'll do a D4 and a D6 on the first time I hit it. And we'll just stab it again. Ooh, that's a 9.
Nine's not gonna hit. It's a very popular number, though.
It is popular. That's a 22.
A 22 is gonna hit it.
small armada of dice now. Ooh. 20.
20?
20.
Dang.
You kind of miss with the first strike. It clings over to the side, but you just quickly redirect it, swishing it to the side as it just pierces through the throat. The bear kind of makes eye contact with you for a minute before falling off your blade over to the side, and then you see it kind of disappear into ash.
Can I say, I don't know how like instantaneously this is, but I just want to say that like as it's like about to disintegrate, she just touches it like between the eyes, like on the forehead, like an open hand, just like good boy.
Yeah, just before it goes, you see its eyes. You see its eyes close, and as someone who's worked with animals, you know there's not necessarily like a vicious intent.
Yeah. I just turn to Winnie and smile like, did great.
You are so cool. Wow.
And Winnie, it's your move.
All right. So yeah, after she's gawking at Lily for a minute, like, "Wah!" And then went. This might be helpful. She's going to, kind of take a few steps towards like, I don't want to say like the direct middle, but like kind of like there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kind of in between the whole party, and so you can kind of see everyone around you. Yep.
Yeah. And and I'm going to pull out my amulet that has a crescent moon on it, and kind of close my eyes and say a silent prayer to the goddess Crickdin, and I'm going to use Channel Divinity to use Twilight Sanctuary. So this after a moment, this the amulet starts to like have this like soft pulsing glow, and like the sphere. Oh no, Lily. Okay. The sphere also has the same kind of like glow to it. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I am ending my turn in the sphere. So I'm going to grant myself a d6 plus 5 temp hit points.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give yourself that.
Yay! Gonna give myself 8 hit points.
Now remember, those are temp hit points, so they don't stack over anything else.
Right.
Yeah, Al.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Mhm.
Al, we're back up to you.
All right. I'm going to punch him twice in his stupid face.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay, natural 20.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Lies.
Let's go.
I'm so
At
sorry.
least someone's getting good rolls.
Okay.
The other one is a 12.
12 misses.
Okay, so the 14. Again, 14 thunder damage.
14. Wearing him down slowly.
Slowly. And then I'll use my bonus action to do what is it? I'm gonna cause the fire damage again. because I can
Beautiful.
do that on subsequent turns.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. Lovely, lovely. He's up next.
Nice.
Wait, Drew. Are you ending? Where are you?
Yeah.
Max, is everybody in the?
I think everyone should be within 30 feet of you. Yeah.
Yay!
You're good.
Al, you feel this warm glow. Give yourself, roll yourself a d6 and add 5.
You
to
roll it, Sam.
Oh, I roll it?
Yep.
Oh.
Your
Oh,
effect, you roll
boy.
it.
Oh, okay. Hopefully I roll good for you. I did!
Holy
Give
crap.
yourself 11 temp hit points.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm feeling great.
Mm-hmm.
Max is already annoyed that there's a Twilight Cleric.
The creature you're fighting is an intelligent beast and sees what Winnie does.
Oh.
Sidestepping around the heavy armor-clad individual. Hello, little one. Want to dance? And it's
I'm not a
gonna
very good dancer.
swing at you with their great axe.
Oh!
Would Al get an attack of opportunity there? Is that a thing that we're doing?
Not quite. It's a little off, but not quite.
I see. Gotcha.
Now, does he have disadvantage on the attack?
He does have disadvantage on the attack.
You
Which
crit him with
means
the Thunder Gauntlets.
it's gonna be a 19 to hit instead of a 28.
Oh.
Holy
Well,
crap.
that still hits.
Well,
So rough.
Well,
I tried.
Well, that still hits. So.
yeah, I have to get it a D12. Wild.
Oh my gosh.
I get to kill you with a D12. How fun.
Wild.
Oh boy.
Love dancing.
Yep. Okay. So that's gonna be 7 plus 13. That is gonna be 13 points of slashing damage and 1 point of necrotic damage. As you feel the blade kind of tear through your shoulder, it sucks some of the blood with it into the axe itself.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Now it's gonna roll again. to
Wait,
hit
so
you.
how many damage total was that? I'm sorry, I calculated
14.
it wrong. In the 14 total. Okay.
14 total.
I didn't realize the temp was taken away in D&D Beyond automatically. So I calculated it out and subtracted it, and then I went, oh wait, that's wrong. Okay, cool.
And rolls again for a 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Same damage. 14.
14. Okay. Ouch.
Zephyr, it's your turn.
So, I am looking at the bear in front of me, gonna kind of pat it on the side of its head, and I'm going to cast Levitate, take it 20 feet up, and drop it.
Okay.
I
That
mean,
is a con save on its side.
suppose.
That is a 10 on the con save.
He fails.
Okay. So he flies
Which
up
is-
into the air.
Does it weigh less than 500 pounds?
Oh wait, this thing definitely weighs more than 500
I was gonna
pounds.
say,
This
that's
is a
probably-
large
Yeah.
bear.
And it's
Probably
armored.
should have asked that before I did it.
We learn and we move on. So you go coming up with this amazing move in your head. You touch the bear, you turn around waiting for it to fall behind you. Kind of wait a second, don't hear anything, to turn around to see that it has not moved. And you can see the levitation, the little air that you put underneath it is desperately trying to lift this bear up. to no avail.
I can just
Are you
imagine
kidding
the
me,
like.
dude? Can't you like lay off the students for one day? Yeah, okay. You know what? We can work on it. All right? We'll get through this together. I guess there's really nothing else I can
Yeah.
do.
That is your action.
Yeah.
Bonus action?
there's nothing- Guess I'm gonna look over at Winnie now and shoot her finger guns. Little sparkle comes out of my eye when I wink and go, "Hey, Winnie,
Little busy. What?
you got this! Hit him really hard.
Gee,
Work
thanks.
most of the time." And now she has
Okay.
Bardic Inspiration.
Take that D8. Okay.
Sweet.
Fabrum, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Just
Fabrum.
it's fab. You just
Fab.
do fab.
Okay.
I am going to I'm gonna put Fabrum kind of lifts his hand and he points a finger towards the bear, and as he does that, a little red X is gonna appear on the bear's forehead as I use Blood Curse of the Marked on it
Okay.
as a bonus action, and then I will do my 2 attacks with the scythe.
Gotcha.
First one is a 23,
23 will hit.
and then a 7.
A 7 will not.
Unfortunate.
But you do deal double right damage
Yes.
on that first strike.
So that is going to be a total of 12 damage. Or sorry, 23 damage.
That's a little bit of a difference.
A little bit more. Forgot to add the right damage.
You kind of-
23 damage.
You swing past it, almost cleaving it in half in an instant. The light piercing through it like a laser. It just like looks over its shoulder as it just crumples into dust. Is dead.
Nice. Max, I don't think it is, but is this like channel divinity? Is that like a concentration thing? Like would they have been able to get theirs as well, or would I have not been able to? Would I have been able to give it to?
Oh, for the two of them? Yeah, you can give it to the two of them.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if I would have had to like do it. Okay. Cool.
Just get in a habit of saying you get this much temporary hit points.
Yeah.
We'll try to remember if we want our
Yeah.
temp HP.
Yeah.
Sorry. What is that? Wait, +5. Yeah. Zephyr, you get 7 temp HP.
Yay!
Feb, you also get that much. 7.
7? Nice.
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's
Lily, you're up.
Let's go.
Cool. Yep, I think I'll just slide over here. And I will cast Cure Wounds on Winnie.
Yay.
Lovely.
That's 8 hit points.
Yay.
Kind of just looks like a little a patch that you might put on clothing rather than a bandage. But it does make you feel better as it is placed on your wound. Kind of gives you a smile and then turns to our friend here She says, I know it might be strategic, but it's not very sporting to attack the cleric, so maybe you should go for someone who's more appropriate. She kind of just like, and I'm gonna use my Slayer's whatever on this guy as my bow.
Understood.
These names are so similar. Hunters, Slayers, Mark, Prey, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But that's my whole turn.
Understood.
Lily, give yourself 8 temp hit points.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Winnie, you're up.
Oh boy.
Al, you're on deck.
Okay.
I just had it. Where did it go? My page refreshed. Hold on. It's all right. Where are you? Okay.
Christmas.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, while Lily is talking to him and while he's like distracted, I'm gonna reach out and grab him, and I'm going to try, or at least try and grab him and try to cast Inflict Wounds.
Solid. What level are you going for?
I was first level.
Okay.
That is a 15, so that is 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Yay! Alright, rolling that damage. Ooh, that is 20 points of necrotic damage.
Wonderful.
Trying to distract this guy, and you're just like...
Yeah, you're talking to him, and I'm just like slowly reaching over, and I just grab his wrist.
Yeah, for a moment, the barrier that you've kind of created around you condenses right up against your hand and floods into him and then back out around you.
Ooh, yeah. That's awesome.
Okay. Anything else? Take your temp for your own barrier.
Oh, I didn't know I could. Yeah, I guess I could
Yep,
do that.
works on you too.
Yay!
Okay. Al.
No! I rolled a 1.
Oh.
It's okay.
It's all good. Al, you're up.
Yeah. 1-2 punch.
1-2 punch.
That'll be a 21.
21. That hits.
Okay, and a 19.
19 will hit.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. The first one will do 6 thunder damage,
Okay.
and the second one will do 4.
Beautiful.
And then I'll activate the burning again.
Beautiful.
5 fire damage.
The gem kind of flashes again as it begins to burn. Everyone around this bear is now just like filled with like the smell of burning like flesh and fur that's just begun to come off. That's all for you?
That's all for me.
Question real
Okay.
quick.
Yes.
Can you stack temp hit points?
You
or can
cannot.
You cannot. Okay.
But you
No.
can re-roll it to see if the total is higher.
Mm-hmm. Because you
Uh,
can take the higher one if you want to.
Gotcha. I doubt it is for Al. What's yours at right now?
It's at 11.
Okay, yeah, I rolled 6, or I rolled a 1, so it's 6. So you keep that.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep that.
Okay. The bear figure kind of like lumbers over. You see that he's breathing relatively heavy now. The wounds are starting to like show along his body, and he kind of looks around at the 3 people around him, and you see he had been holding his like axe kind of up, flips it down, kind of puts one foot back, and does this huge spinning motion. I need all 3 of you to make deck saves.
actually proficient. So that's 15.
15?
Yep.
That's 16 for me.
16?
Ignore that. Ignore that. So is this a oh, never mind.
There's not
That's
a
gonna
single
be a
target,
natural
actually.
one.
Heyo.
So, 2 failures
Oh,
and
no.
1 just success.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Let's do low rolls.
That's fine.
It's that plus math.
Math.
6. That is 18 points of damage to Lily. And Al.
Okay. Cool.
And then 9 points of damage to Winnie.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot.
That's a
damage.
lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
You finally
he
got
kind of
me.
like- Al, I will need you to make a concentration check.
Ah, yes, I will do that. I add
That's still
my
a DC.
con to that.
Yep, just your con.
It's a con save, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
You
good.
might have proficiency in that.
I do.
Artificers
It's
are
an
cool.
You do.
11.
Just skirting by
Oh,
there.
Yeah, that made a difference.
It did.
A proficiency bonus. You hold onto your heat metal. But as we move on, Zephyr, it's your move.
So I'm gonna ask a question real quick before I do this. So
Okay.
because what I want to do is like 2 blades that are essentially connected, and I have 2 weapon fighting. Can I use that as 2 attacks, or?
If you're talking about your magic item, it does count as 1 item because it has the 2-handed property.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't, when I put 2-handed in there, I didn't know if it was because there were 2 things connected.
You have to use both hands to wield it, so it's
Gotcha.
considered 1 weapon.
Okay. I mean, I'll still do it, but, so, Zephyr kind of, like, holds his hand forward, and you see his ring on his, right index finger, or right ring finger, start to glow. That ring then bursts out. One side, an unknown light magic. The other side, an unknown dark magic. The 2 circle around him, almost intertwining. And in the center forms the shape of 2 sickles connected by a chain. He reaches forward into the air, pulls out this chain sickle, spinning one end around, hurls it at the bear man.
Okay.
And that is... Please hit. That doesn't hit. That is... 14.
14's gonna miss. He sees the kind of light kind of reflecting from you summoning the weapon, brings the great axe back up, and it just tips the sickle out of the way and it flies wide.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do.
Okay. This name will be the death of me. Februm?
Fabrum.
Fabrum.
Yes.
It is
yes.
Februm. Okay.
Yes, it is Fabrum. You got it.
Like
I'm gonna have to like write it differently. Oh, February. I can do that.
Yeah,
Word
there you go.
association.
There you go. So how's this guy looking?
He still looks constitute,
Okay.
but you're definitely seeing where like the heat, specifically the heat, is taking effect on his body.
Mhm.
He's showing his wear and tear.
Gotcha. All right. In that case, Fem's gonna once again lift his finger, at the bear man, but this time a little bit of blood is going to flow out of his finger towards him, and I'm going to once again use Blood Curse of the Marked, but I'm gonna amplify it.
Beautiful. So give me a d6 of damage to yourself.
That is 5 damage.
Lovely.
Now, does that affect?
It does not affect your temp. It comes from your hit points.
It comes straight from my hit points.
Mhm.
Okay.
It goes over your temp because you're
I'm
getting rid of your own blood.
Right. Okay. Does that affect? Does the amplify for that affect all attacks of that turn, or just the first one?
The first attack has advantage,
Gotcha.
and then the second attack will still get the double damage
Still get
from
the
your
double.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I will make 2 additional attacks with my scythe.
Beautiful.
I will move
So you-
forward first.
Yeah.
Move towards him. I'm actually going to move right here. That should be 10 feet. Yeah. So that is going to be, that's advantage. It's going to be a 14 for the first one.
14 misses.
Okay. And then a 21.
A 21 will hit.
Okay.
You rolled that first one with advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is going to be 9 radiant and 8 slashing.
17.
Is he? Does the slashing?
Oh,
affect him?
wait. The slashing does not affect him. No, it's just the 9 radiant that comes through. Your scythe not yet being either silvered or a magic weapon in and of itself does not puncture through his skin. But the light does seem to add to the burning effect, leaving kind of a patch of darkened fur. Okay. Lily.
Cool. I will use my hunter thing. Gosh, hunter's...
Hunter
no.
thing number 2.
I can't get all of the names. The other one, favorite foe. I'm gonna attack.
Beautiful.
20
20 hits.
and 24.
24 hits.
Oh yeah. Okay. 30 total.
You said 30?
30 total.
I did hear 30, right? Yeah.
30, yes.
Good lord.
Dang.
He looks rough.
Well, I have like a good damage modifier. Like I'm getting +5
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, he looks rough, like on his last leg. You seemed like kind of drop to one knee. And that brings us to Winnie.
Can I get my
Lily.
temp?
Yeah, give yourself 11. I just rolled a 6.
Cool. I need it.
How's everybody else looking? How are you guys feeling?
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty
There hasn't
good?
been a whole lot of damage across the
Yeah.
board.
I'm hurting. I don't know.
I know you're hurting.
I don't know
Lily got like
what they're doing.
screwed.
No, I know you're hurting. I
may still go down to the next hit.
don't. I got you. I'm gonna reach out to you, Lily, and cast 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Okay. That's 2d8 plus your wisdom.
That is 11 HP for you. Yay.
And Winnie, as you kind of reach out to give this healing, the kind of gray magic like words slipping from your fingertips, it takes effect into Lily, but in a little bit of a different way than you were expecting. You kind of see cracks begin, instead of like tears in someone's skin, you see cracks begin to kind of knit themselves back together.
Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna put that in the back pocket.
Okay, is that it? Bonus action?
Like, give myself some temp HP.
Okay.
Oh, come on! Alright, one's fine. Or 6 is fine.
Alright. Al, what you doing?
You know what I'm doing.
Okay, go
Two
for it.
punches.
Two punches.
So the first one's gonna be a 14.
14 misses.
Okay.
Bounces off his armor.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Dice jail. Dice jail.
I don't know. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural 20.
Mm-hmm. How do you want to do this?
Okay.
Scared for a minute.
So I throw my first punch, and he kind of like blocks it or grabs it. So I kind of like pull my second fist back, and the lightning and thunder from the gem kind of like start to accumulate. And I just look him in the eyes and I say, I thought we were going to leave the kids out of this. And then I just sock him right in his face.
You bring your fist around and you make it like connect with his jaw, and you watch as the entire like left side of his face disappears. It kind of like begins to slough off with the force of your fist and the thunderous energy that comes out of it. And you see below is snow? Ice? It's not what you were expecting it to be, but the figure kind of like drops to one knee and is like, strategy. And he falls backwards, kind of hitting the ground with a hard thud, and just scatters into snow on the ground. And
Wow, that was really great, Al.
Thank you.
Oh, that was so cool. You were like, I thought we should leave the kids out of this. And then he went, and then it went, and then he went, and then he went,
You know, you should become an actor. I think you would do very good.
I agree.
Thanks.
Can confirm.
you all hear a clicking sound of sorts, and your vision is drawn over to your left, and you see what would have been impossible or nearly impossible to see beforehand. A section of the wall kind of pulls back and rotates over to the side, revealing a passageway with a very familiar looking figure standing in the doorway. This time, not a bear, but has these great big like mutton chops along the side. This kind of like dark, tightly knit like hair. Begins to kind of walk in the chamber. The great axe now strapped along his back. He's like, you really are the real thing. You know, we just have to make sure. Sometimes things can be misconstrued, but yes, right there.
So, did we pass?
Oh, with flying colors, my boy. Flying colors.
Good to hear.
Where did everyone else go? I thought there were more people here.
Oh, they all had their own little tests.
Oh.
I pray for the ones that got sent to Professor Draxus. They have a tendency to be a little harsh on the newbies, but I have my fun. Is everyone doing okay? No serious injuries?
Doing great over here.
Lovely.
Generally.
Well, let me take you to your quarters. Follow me.
Cool.
He quickly kind of turns around with a posture that only can be supported by the largest of egos, and begins to walk down the hallway and up the stairs.
Oh, and what's your name, by the way?
Bertold, pleasure to meet you. I'm the assistant weapon master here at Ravensight.
Ooh.
Fascinating.
Feel free to ask any other questions as we walk up. We've got a couple floors to make it.
So, what would have happened if we failed? I guess we'd probably die, but...
Your memory would have been wiped and you would have been kicked from the grounds.
Ah,
Oh.
fun.
Oh. As you do.
You have the technology to do that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, not me specifically. I'm a little bit more of a, like, one of those guys, but, Professor Draxus is all over with that magic stuff.
Awesome. What?
Zephyr realizes
Nothing.
he's still holding his sickle. Kind of looks down at it, because he's trying to walk through. How big is this, like, the door that he came out of? Or is
It's
that,
like a good
all
10
of the wall?
feet.
Never mind then. That bit's gone.
Sorry.
Well, he kind of looks down and he's like, oh, hold on, I still gotta... And he just tosses them up and they disappear into the air. And then he catches up with the group.
As you all begin walking forward, led by this muscular figure, up several different flights of stairs. At one point, there is a levitating pad that you do have to kind of step on, that takes you up to a higher section of the tower. Now, sorry to say there's not going to be many people for you to talk to. Y'all finish pretty quickly. Most groups at least have one person that goes down, but, not y'all.
You were close, though.
What can we say?
Nah.
We're ready to be made adventurers.
Can't wait to see you in my class. Haha. Anyway, your barracks are over here. Feel free to position the walls as you wish. They are fully customizable. And ring the button on the door if you need anything. I'm ahead of the teacher's lounge.
Hi.
And kind of shuffles off.
What a...
Billy looks inside very eagerly.
So you kind of like open up this door, which you've all noticed that the wands that formed your lots have become bracelets around your wrists
Ooh.
that just kind of like have a little blue gem. And as soon as you get close to the door, it unlocks for you.
Oh.
Fancy.
And you walk in, and it's very plain, actually. There are 6 beds, kind of in a big open room. There seems to be a washroom off to the side that kind of goes around the corner. But you also see what can only be described as like room dividers kind of stacked up along the walls. And you see a panel immediately to the right of like the door when you enter that has a bunch of different like controls and switches on it.
There's a visible look of disappointment on Lily's face when she looks in here. Like she's like looking around for something.
I call back window, and she's gonna run to like one of the quarter beds and just kind of jump on it with like her arms and like her legs like spread out, and have her face in the mattress and be like, "This is awesome."
Are there windows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Cool. I was hoping there'd be, because we're in like a tower. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And as you notice, you came up like this floor of the tower. It's probably a safe bet to say that every room has outside windows.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well, there's
Okay.
not much else going on here as there is at home, but it'll have to do. And Febron walks in, picks a bed, sits down, puts his scythe next to the bed, and as he lets go of the scythe, the light kind of fades away from it.
Lovely, lovely. It's not too long before the rest of your belongings eventually make their way up into the room. Any suitcases of clothes, additional armaments that you hadn't specified as your main weapons eventually make their way up into the room, carried by invisible figures, and are just kind of lightly placed in the center, seemingly left for you to divide and go through them.
Al will go to the center and grab his bags and just go to one of the unoccupied beds and start unpacking.
Yeah, Lily just has like a relatively small basket. Like a bread box sized basket.
Zephyr will do the same as Al, only he takes from his like couple bags, like 2 bags that he had, he takes a small, probably like a shoebox size, maybe a little bit bigger, small black box, and immediately just like hides it under his bed. But like quick
Can
enough
I-
that people don't really notice.
I was like, did we? Oh.
I mean, Winnie,
Make an
you probably,
investigation.
with your passive is high enough, Winnie, that you probably catch some movement.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, do
Um,
I roll sleight of hand?
You can if you really want to be sneaky about it.
I do.
What would
roll
What would
D20
I
for
roll
that.
to try and? Would I roll
I'll-
anything, or would it?
I'm gonna use your passive.
Okay.
Nothing gets by me.
That is a dirty 20.
That'll
Duh.
get by ya.
You got by me.
That gets by me. Dang.
He
Probably
moves
too
quickly,
excited.
but he's just putting stuff away.
Gotcha. Hey, Lily, is that all you packed?
What else would I pack?
I don't know. Food, like snacks. I guess that's not really the first thing people would think to pack.
I don't need
Clothes. You
That.
don't
I
need
don't
food
need that either.
or clothes?
Not really. I have
Huh.
one additional outfit.
Well, I guess it is a cute dress.
Thank you. I made it myself.
Ooh.
A little time eventually goes by. You situate yourself. Your rooms begin to become a little more homely. Kind of put your sheets on the bed. Eventually, someone figures out that you can reposition the walls with the panel to create like little privacy areas, or you could even split the beds. There's probably an interesting moment where Winnie is on a bed when Al like hits a control and the bed moves with Winnie. Kind of pushes her over to the side. But probably a good 10 minutes goes by before you see anyone else come down the hallway. Kind of the door being kind of left open in all of these rooms for right now. You see a handful of other figures pass by, kind of looking in at your room, and a couple scoff, a couple are impressed. There are many different faces, many more people to meet, and many more situations to get yourself into. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Nice.
Yay.
So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We are going to be running this campaign for the foreseeable future, as Drew has some school, and don't worry, Julia will be rejoining us. She just has her own little school stuff. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitch, obviously, as well as our Discord. And Dane, hopefully, look out for a Spotify link. So if you ever miss an episode, you can go back and listen to it. And we should be trying to post all of our stuff in an audio form somewhere.
I will say Spotify uploads will take longer. So while we'll be streaming on a weekly basis, I would expect a new episode coming up on Spotify roughly every other week, depending on how long editing takes. But as Max said, thank you. Don't forget to drink water, since someone has to say it now.
Someone's got to say it. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.